I got them off prematurely simply because having braces is a horrible experience and I would not recommend it to anybody. Maybe it's just my orthodontist. Like, I don't know about the rest of the orthodontists in the world. The way they take braces off sounds pretty intimidating, but it actually really isn't that bad. So they'll take the wire out, and then they'll grab the brackets individually and kind of break them off. And then there's glue left on your teeth, so they take a little, like, a drill with, like, a little tip on it. Well, that doesn't focus. And they'll just go over the top and kind of shave it off. It's really not that bad. It doesn't really hurt. But if you have really sensitive teeth and your teeth are wiggly during the process, like some of my teeth are a little wiggly still because I didn't get fully straight. So when the drill was on it, I could feel some pressure. But the kid did a pretty good job. He'd put his finger on the back of the tooth and then burr down the front so that any pressure he put on the front was counteracted by his finger on the back of the tooth. I don't know if that's how all orthodontists do it. So yeah, overall, like the pain scale, at worst it was probably like a 4. At best, it was probably like a 0. Like sometimes you didn't even feel anything. So, out of 10, we do scores out of 10. It was a 4 out of 10. It was a 0 out of 10. If you're getting your braces off, you're nervous and you're scared and you're looking up videos trying to see how it's done and like all that jazz, I'm just here to tell you it's not that bad. It don't really hurt, and you'll be straight, just like your teeth. Jokes for days. So yeah, the only thing I liked about braces was the color. It was definitely cool to have colorful teeth. That was probably it. So the thing about the braces too is they were shaving down my teeth and not taking measurements. So I had 5 different people shave down my teeth. It's called IPR. If you look it up, there's several ways of doing IPR. You can shave down the teeth manually with like a file, or you can use like a drill. One way or another, there's procedures that need to be done for that to take place, like measuring might be important. So I had 5 different people shave down all of my bottom teeth in the front, and none of them took measurements, which is a problem with me. So when I asked him, like, where are the measurements, how much did you take off, he kind of got frustrated with me, and he just kept repeating that, like, enamel's the strongest part of the human body, it's the most dense part of the human body. I was like, great, but that doesn't explain how you know you didn't take off more than 0.1 millimeters off of each tooth. So I told him to take them off. I think that there's other ways of getting your teeth straight. He told me I either need to get a tooth removed or we're shaving them down more. And I had my teeth shaved for 6 months, multiple times, and no measurements were taken by 5 different people. So I'm not just having 5 different people eyeball 0.1 millimeters off my teeth. So yeah, I don't know if that's like common practice. He was like, "Oh, I do this every day." Popped out like 3 or 4 times a day. And when a wire pops out of a bracket, it's just kind of sitting there loose in your mouth, waggling around, and it's really sharp and pointy. So it would go into my gums, it would go into my cheek, it would go into my tongue, and it is not fun if you have a metal wire go into your gums. Not to mention if you bite the wire. So if I'm eating food, I don't know if the wire popped out, and then I'm chewing my food and I bite a wire, and there's nothing quite as painful as biting a metal wire. It's just not a fun thing to have happen unexpectedly multiple times a day. So then you'd be like, okay, well, why don't you bring these concerns to the doctor? So we sat down and talked for an hour with the doctor. Bro said we either take out a tooth or shave him down. He refused to put a thicker wire in. The dude was just doing like 100 abrasions. He wasn't even looking half the time. I've had a horrible experience with braces. I can't believe they put those things on kids. We have Invisalign. There's other ways to get your teeth straight now. I have a retainer now, which is great. It's nice that these aren't from 2000 and they're not those old, weird, clunky, nasty retainers. Alright, so anyone who doesn't know, this is what retainers look like now. They just look like Invisalign. I didn't know that's what it would look like, but I'm grateful because I did not want a retainer. So yeah, now I just wear these for 6 months and then I only wear them when I'm sleeping. I don't really like them because they're made of plastic and I don't want to be sucking on plastic, absorbing plastic all day. So, um, I guess a lesser of two evils though. I'm not biting a wire anymore and it's not popping out and hitting me in the gums and in the cheek anymore. So like overall, if you're thinking about getting braces, look at some other options first, see if those are possible. Braces should be probably the last option you go to if you want to get straight teeth. Also, go to a good orthodontist, because clearly I didn't. But they got pretty straight and you can't really tell. The biggest flaw is this bump right here, where it looks like we're going over a hill in the middle of my mouth. So like, why wouldn't I just go to another orthodontist? So the reason that is because when I got braces, it was fully paid for by my insurance. Some things happened after some years, and I no longer had insurance. So the braces now had to be paid for with cash, and were not fully paid for. So then, for me to go to another orthodontist, it is not covered by insurance, and I'd have to pay for that in cash, and that's not going to happen. I tried calling other orthodontists and seeing if they thought the practice was like okay, and I don't think that they're legally allowed to say those types of things, so I didn't get really a whole lot out of them. They just didn't really seem too fond of it. But I wanted to go to another orthodontist to get their opinion, and I guess I couldn't even get a consultation from other orthodontists while I was still in a contract with this one. Yeah, so if you like this video, thanks for watching. Check out some of my other videos. We do gaming, hacky sacking, skateboarding, vlogging, storytelling, like you name it, I got it in my head. I'm gonna show you it. So subscribe, like, comment. Y'all click that video. Or that video. Or that video. Or that video. Subscribe. Or that video.